that. Thank you, Rebecca. I always forget that part. So nice to see everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going to start in a moment or two. While you're here and waiting for us to get started, if you could change your name so we know who you are, change your name to your first name and your JCC, and that way we know who's here. If your JCC name doesn't reflect what city you're from, you can put your first name and that you're from Tucson, Monica. So nice to see you. Wonderful. This is terrific. It's so nice to see everybody joining us. We're going to let a few more people in from the waiting room. And then in a moment, we will get us started. Okay, thanks for being here with us, everybody. So great to see you. Thank you, Leslie from Seattle, because the Strom JCC doesn't really mean anything to anybody. So that's great. Now we know where you're coming from. Another Northern Pacific person. Wonderful. This is great. We're all over the country, Rockville and Northern Virginia and Tucson, Charlotte. Terrific. So nice to see everyone here. All righty, I'm going to get started. My co-host will continue to let people in, and we'll get our session started. I'm Joy Brand Richardson. I'm the Vice President of Professional Development at JCC Association. I use the pronouns she and her, and I have shoulder-length brown hair. I have glasses, and I'm wearing a light blue top today. And I'm joined by my colleague, Rebecca Firth, who is part of our talent team. Today, she's going to be helping us with tech support. And we know that there may be glitches, and we ask everybody for your patience as we move from screen to screen, because we have a few things that we're going to be sharing on the screens. We understand that there may be people who are new to their role and those that have many years of experience, and we ask you to bring your wisdom to the conversations. And we also ask that you participate in conversations and approach each other with respect. We invite each of you to ask for clarity if you need it. If somebody says something that you're not quite sure of what they mean, just ask a question. We're going to be monitoring the chat for any questions as our presenters are doing their presentations. Your chair people have worked very hard on today's meeting. Alexis Doctor is the Director of Member and Guest Services in the Vancouver JCC. And according to her title, she also oversees facility rentals and the pro shop and security. And then we have Chris Turner, who is new to the co-chair responsibility. Chris is the membership director at the JCA, the Jewish Community Alliance of Jacksonville, Florida. So thank you both for volunteering to be this peer community's chair people. And I'm going to turn it over to you to get us started.
Thank you, Joy. And thank you to Chris, who's joining me today. I'm so excited to work in partnership. I want to give a nice little shout out to Monica, who was an inspiration starting in the lead role of this. So I want to thank you for leading the way. And so today I thought we would talk, I want to do a couple of different things today. I would like to invite all of you to grab your cell phones. And because this is going to be an engagement, interactive type of day where we're going to be brainstorming and sharing information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. Oh, I think I stopped sharing. So hold on, let me share my screen. Can you all see this? And
yes.
And is it in presentation mode?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let me try and get this. Oh, you know what? I had this.
I know. That's part of the technology of us doing all these things.
Yeah. Let me see here. Bear with me for 1 second.
That's okay. For all of you other wonderful 33 people on this call, we did test this about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, I think this is good. Okay, we're on now. You can see the presentation aspect of it.
And we see your second slide with your notes.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Let's see here. Let's try one more thing here. How about that?
Perfect.
That work?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. So welcome to the Membership Peer Community Group for today. We're very excited to be presenting with you. And I'm going to be focusing on member events, and Chris is going to be focusing on the promotions. And what I wanted to just start off with is like talk about why we do member events. What is the importance of it? And some of the things that came to mind for me is that it fosters community engagement. It provides opportunity for social interaction. I don't know about where you are, but like our members, I try really, really hard to interact with as many of them who are interested in interacting with them and gaining relationships with them. And that makes them feel special. And actually, I learn a lot from people. It also creates memorable experiences. It makes members feel appreciated. And really what's important to the rest of our colleagues is the fact that it gives our colleagues an opportunity to get to know the members who, and once they get to know them, they can find out what their interests are. And then potentially those members will sign up for their programs. So I think it's beneficial in that respect. And there's a psychology behind receiving surprises, like appreciation things, especially food, because we're pretty much all about food. Some of the ideas, what I love about our cohort and our member mail list is the fact that we can get ideas off of each other. So some of the things that I was inspired by, and I'm sure there's a lot of them out here, which is why we are together today, is to share ideas and bring new type of things to our own JCCs. That are successful at other JCCs. So what I liked about Baltimore is the ideas of pickleball socials and happy hours. And then, I mean, you can see what's on there. Mixers, wine seems to be a nice, you know, idea and maybe popular in various places. Pool parties, we've done that at our J. Popcorn in the lobby. Celebrating chocolate bars for National Chocolate Day. Who doesn't want that? And then some of the things that our JCC does is that we do an annual member barbecue. That is super, super popular. Member movie nights for the kids, member movie nights for the adults. And then we did a pizza and art night last year, and that was actually quite successful and enjoyed by quite a few number of families. So I'm going to look forward to hearing about what your JCCs do. And now I'm going to attempt to bring up the Mentimeter. So bear with me again. Sorry. Meet my son and my dog. There we go. Can you see this? The Mentimeter?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
We'll see your slide.
Yeah, you
I
have to
just-
stop share and then reshare.
Okay, thank you. So do all of you have your phones out?
Yes.
Hope you do. Okay, so what I'm going to invite you to do is to go on to menti.com. That's MENTI.com and use the user code 73703891. That's 73703891, or there is a QR code at the bottom, and that will bring up some questions, or bring up this Mentimeter on your cell phone. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Monica, can you give me a thumbs up when you got yours up?
What was the code again?
The code is 73703891.
Thank you.
Great. All right. So the first question that we have is, hold on one second, is what has been your most successful member event? So if you can please type that into your Mentimeter, they should be popping up if this actually works. Awesome, I see it. So we got a 4th of July pool party, open house camp registration event, member appreciation with live bands, food and drinks. Pool parties seem to be very popular. Member appreciation week. Member appreciation Hanukkah. Member appreciation with bagels and coffee. Music by the pool. I'm curious if the pool parties are outdoor pools versus indoor pools. Fantastic. What's great about this is that this is not only being recorded, but once this is all done, we can save it and then share it with each other. So I'm curious, for the person who typed in the member appreciation week, if you can unmute yourself and tell us what you do during the membership appreciation week, that would be much appreciated.
Let's see, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Denise IPOC. I'm the membership coordinator at the
Recording in progress.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's
You're good. You're good. Try again.
okay. So we do a member appreciation week in the fall. In conjunction, we start out the week with actually an open house for prospective and current members, and we tie it into Rosh Hashanah and you know, starting out the Jewish New Year. So then we do something every day during the week, and we have program staff sit at a table during the week and talk to members, and you know, we have different giveaways. We usually do it like a really nice giveaway, like a water bottle, or one year we did like lanyards. We'll have one giveaway, you know, and then other things during the week. We give out honey sticks, we give out food, you know, we have apples and honey and just different kinds of granola bars and apples and just different kinds of foods during the week. But we do something every day of the week. And it's great because we have, like I said, we have program staff available. And so they are talking with members and, you know, kind of getting an idea from members of how things are going and just making that connection. So we've been doing it the last couple of years. I've only been in this position for about 3 years, but I've worked at other JCTs, and I mean, it's been really good. Our members are very appreciative and very, you know, lots of interaction happening.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And remind me, Denise, which JCC are you from?
It's the Strom Jewish Community Center in Seattle.
All right. Very close by to me. I'll have to come
I
by and
know,
visit.
I need to come visit you.
Please, please. Okay, so for those of you, somebody wrote down the member appreciation Hanukkah. Do you mind telling us a little bit about that?
That was me, Tracy in Allentown. So we started this about 2 years ago, trying to find our sweet spot with membership appreciation, because you know, less and less people in the building since COVID, and trying to figure out, you know, what would people come in for. So we really focused on families and our fitness members. It's really who comes in the building. Even when we spent money on pool parties and things with a lot of money, nobody came in. So we do like a lot of porn games, you know, spin it to win it, the lollipop tree, and they're just getting different prizes. And we have, you know, personal training specials going on and membership specials going on. We make it very festive. We have music playing on Spotify this year. Of course, it was all Israeli music. And they have an option, even sometimes we try to tie it into Giving Tuesday if we can, and people actually like that. And sometimes they like to donate, even though it's an appreciation event. It brings them in the building. And then every child that comes, we give a Hanukkah gift to. So, I mean, it's nothing major. This year it was stadium cups filled with candy and dreidels. You know, it's not an expensive, I mean, the whole event, we're a small JCC, so, you know, we can do it around maybe $1,000. And then, you know, there's all kinds of other little tchotchkes we give away to parents and the spin it to win it game. But we're smaller than many of you. So I know that would cost more if you have, you know, we only have about, you know, 2,500 members, not units, members. So it's a lot smaller. And we do include participants, but not purposely. I mean, if they're there, we
Yeah.
don't turn them away. You know, we're not going to say, sorry, you can't because you're silver sneakers. But during our heavy periods of insurance participant classes and such, we'll do things like the free food. We won't really do a lot of the expensive giveaways during that time. And then,
What kind of budget do you have for it, Tracy?
you know, we've really, like I said, about $1,000.
Ah.
We get donations, or the person that I buy all of our swag from, you know, we ask him to donate one item. You know, if I'm ordering 2 or 3 other things, we ask him to donate something during that time. So we spend about $1,000, but we probably have about $1,000 in goods donated between food and some of the smaller giveaways.
Gotcha. God, that sounds great. Thank you very much for sharing.
Sure.
And I'm curious about the Winter Open House 1800. Who posted that?
That would be me, Tim.
Ooh, tell me, Tim. I want to hear all about it.
Well, in January, which we all know is a good month for a promotion, an open house we had, not recently, this would be a few years ago. What we did was we brought in some characters from Frozen, and we had all our group fit folks do demo classes. We had plenty of food. We had special, it's called Coffee Daves. It's like, you know, the real fancy coffees in the lobby, the popcorn, make your own sundaes. And we had 4 or 5 people, the membership team, doing tours and signing folks up. I think we got close to 50 memberships that day.
Wow.
Just with, and we had a promotion, you know, basically, you know, sign up today, get the rest of the month free, and then stay 3 months, you get the next month free. So, so plenty of people, and we were worried about getting shut down by the fire department because we were well over our capacity at 1,800 people. But we, then more memberships followed in the days ahead after folks thought about it. So it was a busy time. I think it was a great way to display the things we do. And some of our folks from our arts classes also had some demos.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Tim. Okay, we'll go over to the next question, which is how many events to host do you, sorry, there's a typo in there. Do you host per year? So if you could please answer that, that would be amazing. So it looks like the majority so far is 4 to 6 times per year. Once a month, amazing. 1 to 3 times a year. So my question to the group is, how is it you decide on how many times per year that you decide to to put on your events? Is there a particular reason behind that? If you could raise your hand, because I can't see the majority of people who are on the call, that would be amazing while we're in this presentation mode. I know. Okay, awesome. Monica, go for it.
So I selected 4 to 6, but it kind of ranges. So we try to do every Jewish holiday. There's something out there with the giveaway so that we are spreading more of the values and knowledge so that staff can get them and members can get them. But the 4 to 6 large events are based on kind of when registration is happening, when are large other events taking place. So our film festival in January, camp registration is at the beginning of January. So we do a big open house, camp registration, promote all of our programs, and get ready for film that's happening later. We do another one around Labor Day with a sale. We do Memorial Day, where there's always free, bring your friends, come enjoy activities going on tied to membership sales and retention. And then we were, and hopefully getting back to, again, once a month, picking like a national day. So whoever put the chocolate bar for National Chocolate Day, we've had our disability services program, our day program for adults with disabilities, cook chocolate chip cookies, and then they're actually the ones in the lobby handing them out to the members. We do a Purim mitzvah makers where we buy all the supplies and members are able to stop by and make mishlach manot that then our teens are taking to a local home for Jewish adults. So I say 4 to 6 that are like the big planned ones, but we have things nonstop all the time. And the one thing I didn't share before is giveaways of t-shirts and an annual theme of t-shirt. They literally line up and jump over each other at the desk to get their annual t-shirt design.
Wow, amazing. So is it a specific JCC t-shirt?
Yeah, so we do a Tucson J. It's dated for the year, and every year it's different. I started it 3 years ago. So one was like cactuses, and then last year we used some artwork that was around the building and rendered it into a t-shirt. And they wear them everywhere. I see people at the grocery store, but so they're wearing them in the fitness center. So when I'm going on tours, I know who our long-time members that love the place are, and I'm able to stop and engage with them on tours and things of that nature.
That is so good to hear. Okay, thank you, Monica. And I really mean that because we're trying to figure out our next promotional giveaway for the members, and I wasn't so sure about the t-shirt, so now you've actually quite changed my mind. Allison, if you can do a real quick synopsis, that would be amazing, because I need to make sure I have room for Chris afterwards.
You got it. So I said we do one a month, but much like Monica, that sort of varies in the gravity of the events. I try and do at least one member appreciation event a month, and it can be something very small. For example, at the end of June, relatively small, to celebrate the start of summer, we gave out color changing Go Cups, and I'm at the JCC in New Orleans. And so if you've ever been to New Orleans, Go Cups, or I guess Stadium Cups is what other people call them. This
That's
is our
cool.
changes colors.
Oh, that's really cool.
And, you know, overall, other departments tend to do some of the bigger ones. We have a family fun night by the pool happening on Thursday of this week, where we're going to have a steel drum band out there, but that is being run by the aquatics department. So the great thing is all the departments sort of have their own things, and membership is there to back them up. But the specific membership things we do tend to be a little bit smaller appreciation things, much like the chocolate day. I spent a lot of time looking at the, national days coming up in July. I believe it's July 11th is National Blueberry Muffin Day. And I've been working with our food and beverage chef to make fresh baked blueberry muffins to just put out for our members that day. The following week is Tropical Fruit Day, so we're still toying with what specifically which one we're going to do. But even just putting out a sliced fruit platter, and trying to come up with what's best. Previously, we had done a whole week, but that hits people at different times based on where they are. So
Fantastic.
basically, I try to do something every month that on a different day of the week at a different time to try and hit as many members as we can so that they know. And we did do sort of a similar open house recently, which was our JCC coffee house, because we got a self-service coffee machine for our fitness lobby. And I invited our board of directors and all of our directors and executive leadership to just sort of pop in and out so that our members would have the opportunity to meet and greet sort of the people behind the scenes that they don't always see all the time, that are part of making the decisions here.
Thank you, Allison. Which JCC are you from?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so the next question is, when you have a member event, what day of the week works best for you for the largest turnout? I'm curious. I'm curious if the day of the week has anything to do with it. Wow, Sunday's the big winner. Monday. Cool. Okay. No idea. Fantastic. Okay, I think Sunday seems to be the biggest winner on that one. That is, I think I have to do my next event on a Sunday. I typically myself do it on a Thursday. Okay, we'll go over on to the next question. And the next question is, do your member events tend to focus on families or adults or both? So if you can answer that, that would be amazing. Super. So if I can have one person who could raise their hand to talk about the both, that would be amazing, because I would love to know what your event is that brings people of all ages out to your event. I'm kind of going to guess that it's a pool party, but I want to hear from you. Okay, Allison, go for it.
I figured since no one else is raising their hand.
Yeah, thank you.
For the most part, yeah, the both are usually based on pool related events. Though our holiday celebrations as well we do Eboya Da, which is our big Purim carnival, brings in families, as well as our Hanukkah events. And
Are they all members, or is that to the entire community?
well, Eboya Da is the entire community. We primarily get members, but it is open to the entire community. And that's not a membership run event. Primarily, the membership run ones are surrounding the pool, like the cup giveaway that we did was really targeted at families. Or for families, and to try and make sure that we have a large contingent of members that join just for the summer. So a lot of our events are geared towards showing them the value to stay throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then the individual events are really more targeted to our fitness members to try and remind them, you know, why we're the best gym in the
in all of New Orleans. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much. So the next question I have is, how many members normally attend your events? So if you could please answer that. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom. I'm hoping, I think it was like 100 to 150 and 150 plus. It's good. It's pretty spread out. For those of you of the JCCs who get the 150 plus, or I'd say over 100, can you put your hand up and tell us what the event is, please? Don't be shy. Okay, Monica.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Just jump in there. So almost all of our events get over 150 plus. We do holiday family programs. So like Rosh Hashanah with PJ Library, and just we bring in other shuls and organizations to work in partnership. Our large community events like Labor Day Pool Bash, we had 1,400 people. for our January kickoff, which is also camp registration. And then we bring in our corporate partners and highlight film and youth programs and also different health and wellness stuff. We had over 500 people last year on a rainy Sunday within 2 hours. So it's about finding where there's value and what people are looking for. They're going to show up. Also finding weekends where there isn't a lot of other activities going on, but also we just had an art show with over 1,500 people that came. It was in partnership with the local Arts Alliance. So we had different artists and sales and experiences that there were things from youth and babies and movement all the way through our elder adults and some healthcare and cognitive support around aging.
Amazing. And just one really quick question is, what's your budget for your member events in a year?
So it depends. Some of it is membership tied in with other departments. So just for membership for my swag and events, I have about 30,000 for the year.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, thank you so much. As we're go over to the next one really quick, I'm going to be fast because I want to make sure that we have room for Chris's part of the presentation. Quick question: how have you ever collaborated with other organizations outside the JCC? Monica answered that for me, so that was great. And if yes, who with? And did it make for a more successful event? Ready, set, go. We got one no. Oh, we got lots of no's. Fantastic. Corporate partners. That's interesting. Which JCC works with the corporate partners? I'm curious. Monica. Okay,
Mine, Carol and Marcus Weinstein, JCC.
cool. So can you tell us, like, in about 2 seconds, like in a minute, what that looks like?
Well, this is kind of new to my scope and role this year, but we've really tried to focus on community engagement. And I set up those meetings with our corporate partners who receive discounted membership at our JCC. But it's really interesting because the more interactions I have with these larger corporations, they cast a much broader net into the community. So it's an opportunity for the JCC to get out in the community and get that recognition as well. So we kind of support each other. Recently with there's a large scale dry cleaning service in our area. And they support another nonprofit called Feed More in the area. They do this campaign called Wipe Out Hunger. So we partnered with them. They're called Puritan, but we went over and we helped with their food drive, and then we also do a coat drive for them, and they come to our location, and then we're featured on the news as well. So we get media exposure. So it's kind of like everybody's benefiting from the corporate relationships with us.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, Danielle, for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Okay, for lack of time, I'm gonna probably pass. I'll show you what my questions were, but maybe we can pick it up at another time, or if there's time at the end of this. And I'm gonna pass this on to Chris now. Are you good to go, Chris?
I'm
Should
good
I
to go.
stop?
Thanks, Alexis. Yeah,
You
if you
want me
want
to
to stop
stop
sharing, I
sharing?
will, yeah, I'll
Perfect.
throw mine up. There we go. All right, so oops, all the stuff's in the way. There, I got my camera in the way. There we are. Oop. All right, so I'm talking about membership promotions because I think we all are working on ways to get more members in the door, more potential members in the door. So I've seen a bunch. I guess the most prevalent things we've seen or that we do is discounts on registration fees. Just for our J, we don't discount the monthly membership dues. We'll usually play with the registration fee more than anything, since that way it protects the value for the membership, or that's our logic behind it. Exception to that being, we give a free month if you refer a new member. So sometimes we'll do a you get a month and your friend also gets a month type promotion, but it'll also be their second month of dues. Giveaways, everybody likes free swag, plus it gets people in your branded material. If you come in a competing agency's item, we might make you a trade for such things. So if you have a YMCA hat, we'll trade you a JCA hat. We do free or discounted personal training, and other free or discounted programs. The free training, we'll do 3 free sessions for anybody that's 13 or older that joins, as a way to introduce them to our trainers, introduce them to personal training that we offer. And then we found a good return where probably about 3 or 4 out of 10 people stick around and continue doing personal training. But then contrary to that, for the discounted programs, we have found that charging people a fee for our summer swim team instead of giving that away for free has resulted in more people participating and less empty registrations. And then same thing with our swim lessons. We do 50% off a package of 3 30-minute private swim lessons, and have found that by charging people money instead of giving it away for free, they have a higher likelihood of showing up for their lessons. And then we've also seen great success. It's been very rewarding for the new members and our current members. We have folks donate in order to get a promotion. So some of the things we'll do, we have done bring in 3 school supplies to our school supply drive, and you will receive 50% off the one-time registration, free personal training package, discount on the swim lessons. And then we have been partnering with other nonprofits in the area. Easiest one, Jewish Family Community Services, and then we have Jewish Retirement Home, the River Garden Hebrew Home. So we'll do stuff with them. United Way, we've collected socks and underwear, we've collected pop tops for Ronald McDonald House. We have a big cart in the lobby that we'll do it on, so it kind of draws attention to it. Really fun is when the parents are leaving with the kids and it's a toy drive, and have to explain to all the kids that these are not toys for them or not toys that they can buy. Or you have to let people know that the food donations, it's also not snacks for the kids. And then we also do promotions for current members. We do referral bonuses. We do giveaways where we'll, first Friday of every month, we give out free fresh fruit in the lobby. So we really like alliteration. And then we also give away a lot of snacks and goodies. And then we do the donations cart. So promotion questions, how many times a year do you do them? Is it a monthly thing, a quarterly thing? Do you only, one time a year, you have that super special big time promotion? Specific budget for each one. How do you advertise it? Is it a mailer out to the community, some social media posts, do the e-blasts? Are we texting folks? And then I guess something similar to what Alexis was asking earlier, do we collaborate? Do we work with other departments? What day of the week? So if you have an open house and we're doing it during the week, do we do it on the weekends? This last October was the first time we had a Jewish pop-up market. So we had all the other Jewish agencies in town partnered with us. We had a big open house and ended up partnering with all hands on deck type situation. So let me see. I will. Oh, that's what we've done here. We've discounted the registration fees, discounts on these things, school supply drive, socks and underwear. Let me see. We'll pop out of that. We'll get rid of this. Let's see what goes that. That goes away. Hang on. Let me find my Zoom so we can share the right screen. Where is? There you go. There's us giving away a whole bunch of socks and underwear. We collected like over 200 pairs of socks and underwear. It's actually really fun. And then pull up the Mentimeter. All right. This is my first time using Mentimeter, so I'm gonna be honest. We've not there we go.
Go into present mode, Chris.
Oh, it's up here. It's hiding. It
To
keeps
the
hiding
right.
behind it keeps hiding behind the stuff. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Hiding behind the Zoom controls. All right. So here's my questions. How often do you do promotions? Monthly, quarterly, annually? Move it. My annual person, was it a big promotion you do one time a year? Is it a drastic discount? Do you try to drive a lot of people then? We've also found that during the really busy times, we don't really go crazy for promotions. So like June, July, our busiest months, February, really busy. We found not doing crazy promotions, it's still, people still join anyway, so we end up collecting more registration fees. Ooh, more than one promotion at a time. That's exciting. Oh, it's Monica. Anybody want to, let's see, where's my next button at? Ooh, a win back campaign. How was the win back campaign received? Did you go after try to get former members back? We're smug. We took the "you'll miss us before we miss you" approach, and they've all been coming back on their own, kind of. Yeah.
We're in the process of doing the win back campaign now. We're gonna send it out in July and see how we do. We actually implemented a ongoing monthly promotion that we started in April. And we've actually had our numbers the past 3 months, so it's working. We are doing a come in and try us out for 30 days promotion.
How did you let the former members know to come back? Was it an email? Did you send them a letter, an invitation sometime?
Actually, we're in the process, we're researching a new company that does a that does greeting cards, and we're doing it as a greeting card mailing with the promotion.
I like that. It's creative. I like that. That's fun. All right, let's go. Let's see what our next slide is. What has been your most successful promotion? I'm sure we have a room full of almost 3 dozen people who would love to take it and use it as their own if it was really well received. Ooh, Amazon cards. Was that a raffle, or did you do that for everybody for the Amazon cards?
So it was Cyber Monday,
Nice.
and we kind of made it Cyber Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but we had 92 sales
Nice.
for a $50 Amazon card. I think it was it was either 90 or 92, something like that, but they love them. They love Amazon cards.
Fee per month. Fee for everyone to say it like that. Anybody got anything way out there for a successful promotion? Splash in summer, join for summer, stay for the year, 3 years. Nice. The summer promotion, is it a summer membership, join for the summer? No?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Essentially we do starting in June or in May, we do a 4-month option where you have to pay in full. It does save them a little bit of money. We during Memorial Day through Labor Day, I'm in St. Louis, by the way, we don't allow month-to-month membership. So you have to do a 6-month commit or a 12-month commit, or you have to do the summer. So then we do in June and July, we do 3-month and 2-month, and it gets us, our most memberships are June and July, about $250 a month we get with that promotion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what we got next. All right. Do you collaborate with other departments? You flying solo? Is this a membership team only, or are we doing all hands on deck for our collaboration stuff? I know for our summer swim team discount, we collaborate with our aquatics department, obviously, but a lot of the other stuff ends up being just kind of us doing things on our own.
So when you say collaborate with other departments, do you mean like they offer a promotion along with your member sale?
Yeah. Do you work with anybody else to kind of come up with a fun promotion? Is we throw in some free pottery classes to somebody? Is it free basketball league for the kids if you sign up in the month of August, something like that? Anybody have any interesting collaborations that they've done? Something fun? Who's in here? Well, that's fun.
I collaborate with our fitness department, so they will always offer a promotion on personal training. It's not free, but it's quite heavily discounted. So if they purchase 5 30-minute personal training sessions, they get about $150 off, something like that. So the members tend to really like that.
Is that a one-time purchase, or do you offer that just like a new member discount?
New member discount.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for renewals, they offer a different I think 15% off for a certain number of sessions. So we work closely with them, but I'd love to see what it'd be like to work with other departments, actually. See how,
Yeah,
how.
I know we work
how-
really closely with fitness also to do the free
Yeah.
personal training and pairing people up and having the trainers contact them quickly, stuff like that. Anybody else? Monica, is that Monica's job?
Me again. One of the best things is we actually work with our camp. So our camp sells out on their registration day. And we have now changed, we have member and guest rates for camp. And we've now changed it in our conversations that they must be in good standing day of registration, which happens in January. Camp doesn't start till May through the duration of their program. And only those with an active membership can sign up on registration day. So in that partnership and all the marketing materials for camp, it promotes membership. And I often don't even have to give discounts.
Unrelated, do you print a camp guide?
We no longer print. This is the first year that we stopped printing. We send out postcards and everything else is digital.
Notice any difference, or is it still?
We sold out in 7
Okay.
hours. So
Dang, okay, just check. All right. Yes, Tracy.
So we partner with our early childhood education, but more on the retention end because we were losing, they would graduate pre-K and go on their merry way if they didn't stay for camp. So in pre-K graduation now, we have some marketing. We do yard signs and a fun T-shirt that, says that they, peace out pre-K. And then we give them a booklet of coupons to engage them and continue to have them stay. And we used to probably only have about a 50% retention rate. Our JCC requires that you are a member to be in early childhood education. And now we have close to a 90%, we just to engage them outside of ECE. I think they forget there's other things here. Especially if they don't do camp. We are near a lot of colleges. So a lot of our families, they're teachers and they're home during the summer. So if they don't stay for camp, that other 50% that's home with their parents and don't go to camp, we were able to keep them and continue to, retain their membership.
That's great. I think probably a lot of us deal with families saying, "Oh no, my child is too old for your programs now." And kids like 5 or 6, and you realize, no, I have programs all the way up to 96. You just have to know that they're here. So no, that's great. That's something we've been kicking around also, is trying to figure out a way to get the early childhood education families to stick around.
Yeah.
How do you let people know about your promotions?
Yeah.
Are we I know word of mouth works best for all of our referral type things, but are we sending out mailers to the community, social media posts, e-newsletters? We buy a purchase mailing list twice a year and send out a mailer, not nearly as many times as we used to. We used to, when I first got here, do 1 or 2 a month. Now it's probably more quarterly, depending on the size of the promotion.
How do you let people?
Ooh, iHeartRadio. Interesting. Member email. Fun banners and signs. Door hangers inside the building, door hangers around other places. Door hangers like in the community, you mean? Who's Monica? You doing iHeartRadio? Is that you? That's surprising. It's all good. Has that been successful? Hit or miss? It's just another way, right, to get the name out.
it just depends. It's iHeart, so there's several in our area, several different radio stations. So we select the radio stations, and they're also tied with some email, social media. So that's why I have multiple sales going on and offers, because I'm tagging everything with codes so I can see the ROIs.
Smart. We've started doing that also with QR codes, just to make sure. Anybody do anything outside of the norm that they have found great success with? Sign twirler on the corner. The inflatable guy from like the used car lot. Never know, right? We have a very busy intersection. Yes, Allison from New Orleans.
I didn't put this in the thing, but honestly, one of the best promotional tools we have is the front of our building. We put up great big banners, and a lot of people come in and say, I saw your banner. Are you really doing X, Y, and Z? It helps that we are on St. Charles Avenue, one of the most prominent streets in New Orleans. But it's old school, but it actually still really works.
Yeah, we have great success with our it's not even fancy. It's like little, it's like bulbs. It's like little red bulbs, an outside sign on our corner. But we get about 30,000-40,000 cars a day. So you'll see something that might entice you in. Yes, Ella in Dallas.
We actually did the car poor man.
Awesome.
And it did help because we are on a side street off of the highway. So our front facing is not seen actually from like the main roads. So we did the man and it did work. It did like drove people in from the main door, and we also had some front banners as well. We did that for our Black Friday deal. And like he was the mascot for a while, so it was fun.
Great.
I wrote the door hangers. It's for the community, so we have a lot of apartment complexes around our facility. So we hired a guerrilla marketing company, and they did door hangers along those apartment complexes. We do a lot of social media ads that they work a lot. We have 12 zip codes that we identify around our area, and then we target Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, and now we've started this year. We're looking into some TikTok as well. I'm not familiar with that, but our marketing team is working on that. But we only do social media ads for we do 6 promotions in a year. 4 of them that we only do social media ads. The only 2 big ones for 4th of July and for Black Friday, those are the only ones that we spend on like paper and printed and door hangers. And we did iHeart one year. We only had 2 members that joined from iHeart, so it did not work as we did. We did another radio one year, KRLD, I think that was it. That did not work either, so we've stopped doing radio. We do Nextdoor ads. Like if you have Nextdoor app around your neighborhood, they've been very effective. Nextdoor ads. And then we've also done there are some local not newspapers, but like magazines for our area. Like there is a Press and Hollow magazine that we did ads that worked a lot as well.
Nice, thank you. Anybody else? Fun ways you let people know about the promotions and things going on and all the fun deals you have happening?
One of the other things that we've done is I've collaborated with our corporate partners, depending on the type of business that they are, such as we have some credit unions. I've done promotional flyers through the credit union in which they distribute when someone opens up an account at the establishment.
Nice, that's fun. It's a good way to leverage that relationship with the corporate partner. Oh, all right, let's see what we got next on the thing. All right, that's the end of the Mentimeter. Let me stop the sharing. There we go.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Did you all like the Mentimeter?
We should have made a poll for that one.
Yeah, we should have. We just have a couple of minutes left, but I would love to, and we didn't do a Mentimeter for this. I'm sorry I didn't do that, but I would love to hear from any of you to share with us what you would like for future meetings. Because we want to make sure that we first of all reach out to as many people as possible and to find out what your interests are as far as learning is concerned, or chatting. Anybody, feel free to speak up, because now's the time for that.
I would say, one of the things, just how each department is structured, would be helpful, I think, in a certain way. You know, I'm the membership director. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but I'm the membership director here. I have one associate, and it's everything on us. And you know, we pull help from here and there. But with about 5,000 membership units, it's overwhelming. And so how you utilize other departments, you know, the welcome desk staff, you know, at our fitness and front desk, in the past have helped build memberships as needed, but just general structuring of the department, because I'm finding myself at this point, two's not enough.
That's a lot.
I did love
Okay.
this one though. This was an excellent, at least once a year, there should be one like this.
Great. It's really helpful. I find it so helpful to see what the other J's are doing and aiming to get inspiration.
The handing out the fruit the first Friday of every month, it was something that Scottsdale does that's not even related to that, but that Scottsdale JCC said that they did something for a member appreciation and a giveaway, and it just got us on a conversation, and that's where we ended up at. And it is goofy how excited people get over an orange or a banana.
We do the same thing. We're doing coffee with granola bars, and it's all various departments that are helping with it. So it's really wonderful conversation starters, and the members, and you know, if there's non-members in the building, of course, they really appreciate it. So it doesn't have to be a large member event. It can be just small touches that makes people feel really good. That was cute, Allison.
I give out fruit like once a month or so, or try to, and that's my little tagline to it. I figured to share.
Thank you.
Obviously, a lot of this is covered in what we talked about today, but I think just ongoing strategies for recruitment and retention, just ways to, you know, increase that kind of topic, I think would be really good.
I also think that like policies and procedures, our members are always concerned on what are we doing to keep our J safe and everyone safe here. We're trying to put a lot of new policies and procedures in place here. So it'd be nice to kind of brainstorm with other J's, what's working well, what's not, as far as safety and security.
Great. Yeah, making notes of all these things. Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're really thrilled that we had a nice turnout. You've all participated. I saw a lot of people taking notes. Thank you to Alexis and to Chris for their time putting this together for all of us. Thank you to Rebecca for her time on the tech side of things. Please spread the word. We have peer community gatherings for over a dozen different peer communities. So hopefully your staff, the people that you work with, they all know about the peer communities that they could be joining as well. And we will be sending out more information along with the recording link to this and future dates. So we wish you a wonderful summer, And again, thanks to Alexis and Chris. Please be in touch with them if you have other ideas. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you.
everyone.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.